very good evening to you, dear viewers. Welcome to the interview on Lina TV. This program is brought to you by Lina Media Limited, and it's a program brought to you every Saturday at 8 p.m. This week on the interview, we bring to you a teacher, a mentor, an educationist, public commentator, art administrator, author, and a poet. Before I reveal to you our guest for this week, I would like to take you down memory lane on the profile of our guests today. Our guest for this week is Baba Muhammad Dzukogi, simply known as BM Dzukogi. He is from Bida, Niger State. He attended the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, specializing in physical and health education, born in 1965. To parents who didn't attend any Western school and into a family of 4, where he is the second. BM Dzukogi's activism in literary art, mentoring and youth affairs have dwarfed his area of specialization with a resounding national prominence. He is known as the father of teen authors, a former national secretary of the Association of Nigerian Authors and pioneer director general of Niger State Book Development Agency. Dzukogi, a teacher, mentor, poet, philosopher, sports administrator, father and grandfather, who has steadily and diligently worked himself into the hearts of Nigerian young writers as a detribalized leader and a role model. Some of his profound contributions in Nigerian society and literature are: he founded the Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation for teen artists in 2004 with over 20 branches in Nigeria, including Bayelsa, Ogun State, Lagos, Oyo, Kwara, Nasarawa, Abuja, Kogi, Kaduna, Kano, Taraba, Gombe, Bauchi, Plateau, Kebbi, Sokoto, Katsina, Yobe, and as well as in Lapai, Kontagora local governments of Niger State. The foundation has a mentoring facility in Minna, Niger State, where young people converge for mentoring in art, citizenship, and leadership. The Blue Resolution Initiative, promoting good governance and accountability in Niger State, is his brainchild. He inaugurated the Nigerian Teen Authorship Scheme, which has published over 50 teen authors in Nigeria to own books of theirs in the last 19 years. Dzukogi founded the Nigerian Festival of Teen Authors in 2017, which has metamorphosed into Highest Fest, Hadiza Ibrahim Aliyu Schools Festival, currently the largest teen arts festival in Africa. It is an annual 20 million naira project in Niger State, attracting schools from around the country, sponsored by Alhaji Bala Abdullahi Kotu and the Aliyu Trust Foundation. It is a brand from Niger State to the world. He also founded the Nigerian Writers Series of the Association of Nigerian Authors, ANA, patterned after the defunct African Writers Series. He established the Nigerian Review, an online journal of reviewing books, literature voices, an online journal exclusively for interviewing writers around the world, and Polosphere Media Limited, publishers of teen authors in Nigeria. Similarly, he is the Draughtsman Annual Schools Carnival of Arts and Festival of Songs, HCAF, which ran for 22 years in Niger State before folding up, as well as being the Draughtsman MBA International Literary Colloquium in honor of the former governor of Niger State, which attracted Wole Soyinka, Odia Ofenum, Joachim Chisano, Pius Adesami to Niger State from 2011 to 2015. Dzukogi is the author of the teen books across poetry, short story, aphorism, essay, and children's literature. Midnight Lamb, published 1996. These last years, published 1997. Mystery Stones, children's story, published 1999. Teacher Dangana is a cheat, children's story, published 2008. Jamilu the Reader, children's story, published 2005. Potholes in My Dream, collection of short stories, published 2007. Sex is Beautiful, essay on sexuality education, published 2008. Young Couple Young Home, family life essay, published 2010. Being True to Himself, collection of interviews, published 2012. And Seclusion Personal Quote, published 2015. There is hardly any writer with tremendous impact on Nigerian teen authors than him at the moment. The central focus of his themes revolves around man, environment, and creativity. Lastly, in 2012, he suggested the creation of Niger State Book Development Agency and became its pioneer director general, as well as the pioneer chairman, Northern Nigerian Writers Summit, founded by the 19 chapters of honor in 2008. Dzukogi is a recipient of the highest Niger State Productivity Award for Literary Excellence 2010 and Gani Fayemi National Prize for Impact on Society, among numerous awards. Nigerites and our cyber community, join me as I welcome to the interview on this week's episode of the interview on Lina TV, BM Dzukogi.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It was a hard nut to crack going through your profile, sir. Yes. So, I wouldn't want to say let us meet you because we have already read out your profile. How have you been, sir? How are you doing? And how are your numerous children all around Nigeria?
They are fine because I can see you before me. You are fine.
Yes, obviously I
am. Quite well. I won't complain too much because you know, life has been merciful. I mean, God has been merciful.
Yeah.
It's not that one has acquired wealth, because that's the new instrument of measuring success.
Oh yeah.
In Nigeria or in the world today. But as a teacher and writer, or as a teacher and artist, we don't look towards that angle. More so, if you look at your background, your home, you know, my parents were poor. There were nobody in the society. So, you know, there was time to develop a concrete philosophy for life that is well, you know, appropriate, suitable, and quite fitting for community. So, if you look at towards that angle, of course, including the acceptability of one in the society, you know, it's been good.
Yeah.
Very good. But most importantly, if you have yourself living in the life of some other people, people you knew when they were children too, then it's even greater.
Yeah.
That one has almost completed what he has come to do in life, because you know, it's others, especially children, who complete the story of a man's life. Yeah. A man's life. So it's fine. And if you look at our art center, it's also a thing for pleasure and for glory and for fulfillment, because you are behind establishing something that is not yours. You are the one. You are the one, and others laboring to erect the monument.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not even a thing for your family, because it's an NGO.
Yeah.
And NGOs are public trusts.
Yeah.
You know, so that too, that you are leaving something behind, where especially young people can converge on, whether you are alive or not.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's also something beautiful to behold. And these are the things we look at.
Yeah.
And then you are a literary artist, meaning you are writing books. It's only books that are permanent in life.
Obviously.
Yes. Otherwise, God wouldn't have used books to retain and preserve his religion, even though he has all powers to do that without book. All right. So if you have written pieces for the world, that's also a thing for glory. Yeah, and these are the things we look at all the time. And then we also thank God. When you were in secondary school, you might have had the dream of being a journalist.
Very well.
But I don't think those periods that we are all doing at the UK below, you probably thought that we will be alive to this day, that you will now think and say, Uncle Baba, come, let me interview you.
Yes.
As a woman with children, you know, so these are some of the things. I'm quite happy now that I'm speaking to you like this.
Yes, I'm the most happiest.
Yes, you
Uncle Baba, as we fondly call you.
Uncle Baba, is your voice still around?
Yes, of course, really? Very well. Yes, maybe before the end of the show, I will.
You do it. Everybody will be waiting for you at the UK Bello to do the final rendition so that we will listen to you. Okay.
That's true. Oh wow, Nigerites, we are meeting the pioneer of literature in our lives, in the lives of the young literary individuals in Niger State and Nigeria as a whole. And it gives me great joy that coming back after several years, seeing that you're aging graciously and you're also not relenting in building and leaving your footprints on the sands of time. Sir, what is your driving force? Because I know I graduated in 2000. Yes, 2000. And since then, that 2000 is how many years back? That's about 20-something years back. Right. And you are still in the business of building young children, younger generation, and you're still looking like nothing is happening, like you're happy in what you're doing. What's your driving force?
Very happy. Like I said, the driving force is all individuals as young as secondary school or even primary school should have a strong philosophy that they want to grow with in life. Very important. And those philosophy, or that strong philosophy, is always constructed by the home, by the society, by the school, and some other things, institutions surrounding, but which we actually enjoyed very well those days. You know, I also know that I grew up in schools, especially Ahmad Bago Teachers College or Ahmad Bago Secondary School. So that philosophy of education, children, sacrifice, it may have been passed down to me through my environment, which is the home, Ahmad Bago, or even my wife. Even my wife, because this is our 37th year, and all from the time I knew her, you know, it's been issues of education. Although hers is Islamic education, but education is education, and it's still children. So this is it. And then there are other things that continue to push you forward. For example, you see results. People even say, "Well done." In fact, it is the results of those sacrifices that is even fetching us the Hilltop Creative Arts Foundation. I mean, this arena. So the driving force is one, regeneration. Regeneration means life is structured in a form that the young grows to be old and have young ones following, learning from the adult. This is the only way that society can remain in its proper structure and remain sane. Because as you can see now, we are almost at the point that the society is no longer there. Because the small things that hold the society together, or hold the entities within the society together, have almost gone. Those small things are not big things, but they are small things that men and women can no longer, imbibe. For example, respect. love. It's not the love of producing children.
Children, yeah.
Love, this is a neighbor, or this is a human being near me, and what is good for me is good for that person. Those ones are not there. Even some things as simple as sorry is not there. Peace, caring. All these things have gone. Unknown to human beings, simply because they have acquired power, money, influence. Unknown to them that these are actually the things that hold on to society. It is not the big things, the big house, the aeroplane, the position you are occupying. Those are not the things that hold on to society. It's these small things that I just mentioned. And even looking at the words, the spellings are not, the words are not, the letters are not many in those words that hold on to the society. So this is the issue. Yeah.
So that's the driving,
most
importantly, regeneration. I think it's very important that we emphasize on that, because it's actually, looking into the society now, you see that a lot of things are going wrong. And I think we need, especially those who are stakeholders, mentors, and especially parents, should pay attention to this very important point that Uncle Baba has, or BM Dzukogi. We are already used to calling you Uncle Baba. So yeah, BM Dzukogi has highlighted. Please take home. Yes, moving forward, we're here to x-ray your personality, your profile, and all that. And you cannot even do that away from education, because you have always been an educationist right from the time we knew you till now. And you know that you are a lecturer with IBB University as well.
No, not a lecturer, but there's nothing different
from what you're doing. Yes, yes.
I'm a sports. I'm in the sports directorate of sports.
Oh, directorate of sports.
But still the same thing.
Yes.
Because that's also academic.
Yeah.
Because we gather children.
Yes.
Teach them sports.
Teach them sports.
Teach them what to do.
Yes.
How to behave well.
So as far as I'm concerned, you're an academia. An academician rather, because I know that you can never separate BM Dzukogi and books. And that is the reason why we even have books as our background in this interview. That's just on a lighter note. Let us go deeper. Uncle Baba, I know that you have passion for education.
Sure.
Let us in on your feelings presently with the situation of education in Nigeria.
It is tragic. It is tragic. Truly, nothing should be above education of children. The situation of education in Nigeria, is something that is embarrassing. Because the managers of the Nigerian society or the Nigerian nation know the value of education. But what we see now is the abandonment of educational sector, which means they have generally abandoned tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And we are saying that nothing is, or something is going to hardly come by to Nigeria without fixing the education. So what we have lost now, the time we have lost now in Nigeria, could be even 20-30 years. We have wasted 30 years.
Wow.
Meaning we will need 30 years to catch up with whatever we want to catch up with it.
Wow, that's sad.
Because the primary schools do not exist. What exists are just the research structures and the rest of it. And the secondary schools the same. More, the quality of education has largely migrated from public schools to private schools. Because you could see that even a private school that is not well structured, you could still find children doing very well in those places, simply because the owners are managing the place very well. I mean, they are supervising. If you do not educate the citizen, there's hardly anything that can work. What you see working is probably just 20% of the education you have, because the issue is the quantum of knowledge or the quantum of education given in Nigeria today is not to the full capacity of the children. Because education is not just rote learning, you sit in the class, the teacher comes in and pass out some information to you and then withdraw. No. There are many things to it. That's why those days, all the children you found in the society, in the community, were boarders.
Yeah.
They were in school. They were sleeping and passing there.
Yeah.
You know, for 3 months you are there. You come back for a few weeks, 2 weeks, and go back again. And all you do that time is to listen to instructions. People are giving you instructions about life, about profession, and all of those things. So I think the single summary is that the state of education in Nigeria now is simply tragic.
Okay. Okay, and I think you have nailed. You have nailed it. But again, I would want to ask. Now that you know the state of education in Nigeria, outlining what you have mentioned to us, what do you think are factors leading to the deterioration of education in Nigeria? What are the factors? Is it government or is it parents?
No, it's not parents. In any case, who are the managers of a government? It's the parents now. But the thing is that society is structured. The nation is structured. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I know we have the same duties to the country. You understand? We have the same responsibilities to the country as citizens. That's clear now. But when you come to the issue of managing the country or the society, the highest burden is on the leadership. Once you lack leadership, every other thing will fall apart. That's what has happened to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Everything has fallen apart because no leadership. You know, sometimes when you start talking about leadership, the people begin to make defenses about the fact that there are various tiers of leadership and at various points in the society. Correct. Including the home, including schools, including organizations and everywhere. But we are saying that the structure of the country that has education as a sector, that has manufacturing as a sector, that has agriculture as a sector, science and technology as a sector. These sectors are catalyzed by the government. You can't run away from the fact that 80% of the problems came from leadership, and we're talking about leadership of the Nigerian state. Because if the leadership is correct, every other thing below it, quasi-leadership, citizens, they will fall in place too. Because nobody is going to do the wrong thing if the leader is doing the right thing.
That's true.
If the followers are doing the wrong thing while the leader is doing the right thing, the leader has the instrument to rebuke them, and it stands.